Right, that's Tebow. He's running all the way back to the left of the 5-yard line, stretches it out. That's Anthony D. He gets out to the 25. He breaks another tackle to the 30, the 35, the 40, 50, the 45, the 40, 30, 25. There's nobody near him.
No flags.
What a play.
Anthony D goes the distance. D stands for distance. Come the Clippers. On the low block, kick out, downtown, Yahtzee! By Landry, 0-0, 0-on-0. Caruso from downtown, knocks down a triple.
In front of the goal mouth, they jump for it. The header finds the back of the net. Hadley Camo with a spectacular play.
Sports give kids so much more than wins and losses. They build confidence, teamwork, leadership, resilience, lessons that prepare them for success in school, in careers, and in life. None of that matters if kids aren't safe. A concussion, an injury, or unsafe conditions can end a child's sports journey too soon. Safe Sports Network is there, on the sidelines, in schools, and in our community, preventing injuries, responding to emergencies, and guiding kids safely back to the games they love. With every donation, you're not just funding a program, you're protecting kids' futures. You're investing in safer fields, gyms, and rinks. Please join us. Support Safe Sports Network, because every child deserves to play safe.
Meet Bouvier Prepare, your game changer in college athletics recruitment. We cut through the chaos, focusing on superb communication and top-notch organization. One-on-one attention, tailored strategies, and a winning game plan for emails, calls, camps, visits, and offer closings. Be prepared. Your limitless future starts now with Bouvier Prepare.
Hi, this is Terry Queenan from Earth Tech Systems Geothermal. We're in Nashua, New Hampshire today. We just finished putting geothermal in this historical home built in 1937. Let's go in and check it out. We're now inside the house. These are the two well lines coming in. There's one 500-foot borehole. This is the piping. This is the flow center that moves the water to the geothermal unit, which is over here. This is a very simple, high-efficiency system made by water furnace. This is the return duct, and we have the unit in place here. This is the water furnace 7 series that's in this home. This is the return air filter. Those are the pipes coming from the non-pressurized flow center. The blower is on the top, the compressor's on the bottom. Very quiet machine. This is a storage tank that makes very warm water. The water goes from this point into an on-demand tankless when there's a call for showers, cooking, etc. So not only is the customer going to save an immense amount of money, they're going from about a $1,300 a year oil bill to be on target right now for about a $300 geothermal bill, and the well is directly under me. If you'd like to learn more, check us out on our website, earthtechsystems.com.
Hi, this is Deb Cody with the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal and Lakes and Mountains Realty. I have a passion for helping people, and I love to help people with their real estate goals, whether it's buying, selling, or investing. I'm licensed in New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and Maine, and work with an incredible team, the Dow Group, which has been the #1 real estate team in New Hampshire for the past several years. Collectively, the team has sold over $1 billion worth of real estate in the past 20 years. If you're curious to know what the local market is like in your area, feel free to reach out via my website, deb.thedowgroup.com, and let's get connected.
Hi, this is Ryan from Earth Tech Systems in Harvard, Massachusetts, taking a look at the first step of our geothermal installation. Let's go check it out.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to ringside at Douglas C. Everett Arena in Concord, New Hampshire for this evening's high-powered high school hockey matchup between the defending champion of New Hampshire, State of New Hampshire, Concord Crimson, against the Green Knights of Rice Memorial High School from South Burlington, Vermont, two-time repeating state champions in the state of Vermont, who have never, ever been played before against Concord, New Hampshire boys hockey. This should be a treat. I got that directly from Justin Thomas, the head coach of the Green Knights of the Rice Memorial High School in South Burlington. He said these two teams have never met before. Justin Thomas filling me in on some of the inside info on the Knights boys hockey team, who are going up against a Concord team here about 3.5 hours away by bus. So most of their Saturday, maybe into Saturday night, being taken up by this trip for the great game what we expect. Coming into this one, Concord undefeated at 10-0 against the Green Knights of Vermont Rice Memorial at 8-2-0. They are in first place in the Division I Vermont boys ice hockey standings for 25-26. This should be a really good one. Taking the face-off for Concord will be Tyler Morin, and he is up against the Green Knights. Griffin Seitz starting at center for Rice. What a terrific contest we expect here. John Collins along with our producer, cameraman Joe LeBlanc for the Highlight Guy Network. We want to thank Steve Largy, the AD for Concord High School, for setting us up in a prime spot here at the Concord Arena, the Everett Arena ringside. First shot of the game toward goal by Rice as they try to set up in the low slot. It is cleared away by the first line of Concord, number 15, Tyler Morin, who took the face-off, the center back on defense to collect. Braden Beauregard goes back to fetch the puck and skates it out of his own zone. A couple of Rice forwards converge on him as he dumps it forward and into the Rice zone. So this might be our first icing of the game, and it is. It'll be a puck drop to the right of the Concord netminder, who will be Connor Williams, class of 2028, which I guess that makes him, 6, 7, 8, a sophomore goaltender for Rice. And I have to always pause not to say Rice University, but it is the Rice Memorial High School team who go by the Green Knights. They were introduced tonight here on the public address at the Everett Arena as the Golden Knights, which is kind of funny because there's the Vegas Golden Knights in the NHL. I can see why the mix-up, but they're clearly a green team, as you can see on the Highlight Guy Network camera here, operated by Joe LeBlanc. As we look to our left, Concord looking for that first goal. A wrister that is off the glove hand of the netminder goes to the backboards, and good threat mounted there by Concord. We had a heavy hit right in front of the Rice bench as a couple of players get up. The puck disappeared from view. I believe it went out of play, and so that's why. I do have a penalty. It is a penalty. It's going to go against Concord, it looks like, and might be a boarding call or a cross-check committed by the home team. So a quick power play situation for Rice Memorial, the Green Knights, on it. That heavy hit right in front of the Rice bench. Turns out that it was a penalty against the Crimson. So they'll be 5-on-4, penalty kill situation. In net is Carter Heiss for Concord. A flub there off the face-off win by the Knights as they let the puck outside the zone, kind of an unforced error as they reset and try to come back. 15-minute periods in New Hampshire high school hockey. Over the line like a shot. Puck slid all the way to Carter Heiss in the goal crease, so he covers up on it. That's So the call was not boarding or cross-checking. It was interference right before that hit, hitting a Rice player that did not have the puck. Good blue line defense played on the penalty kill there by Concord's Nolan Walsh, star player. I said before when I did the game between Concord and Londonderry that he reminded me of way back in the day. Nolan Walsh reminds me of Yvon Cornway. That's spelled with a Y-V-A-N if you want to look him up. He was known as the Road Runner, a winger for the Montreal Canadiens during their 1970s, I think maybe even the 80s heydays. And he was a scorer and just a fantastic player that the Bruins hated to go up against. Nolan Walsh reminds me a lot of him. Behind the net, Rice setting up. They have 1:12 left to go on the power play. Good shift out of his defensive zone by the Knights' Peyton Albertson, the defenseman, but he loses the puck, or Rice does eventually, into the Concord zone as the Crimson try to clear. A good step up by Rice's Baylor Lamos, but Baylor's got a clear. Delayed offside is waved off as Concord clears it. No real threat in this power play yet for Rice. Puck goes the length of the ice. Of course, no icing because there's still 45 seconds left on the penalty kill. And back to get it, the Green Knights trying to work it out of their own zone, take advantage of this 5-on-4. This is Baylor Lamos with the shot that goes high and off the backboards, missing the net. Knights trying to keep the pressure on, but they lose possession of the puck, and it's a quick clear to the blue line, but not out. Kept in. Good play at the point by Peyton Albertson. The centering pass goes right through the crease to the near dot. And still, the Knights cannot turn any of this pressure into shot on goal, and now it's a one-on-one situation for the penalty kill. Puck goes all the way to the net, and Rice has to cover up for a face-off to the left of the goaltender with only 5 seconds to go on the power play. It's been a pretty ineffective power play, thanks there to Griffin Blaine, such a talented right winger Griffin just rewatched the Concord versus Trinity game. Griffin Blaine scoring the first goal in that victory as part of the 10-0 season record that Concord comes in here. The defending champions looking very strong in their title defense here in 2026. The penalty kill is up. It's 5-on-5 as the Knights come bursting out of their own zone across and over the blue line. Somebody lost the tire over there for Rice, just slipped and fell into the Concord bench. It was not provoked by any Crimson player. Concord coming out of their own zone. Here's Jack Graffair. Graffair runs into a couple of green jerseys at the red line. He goes down but gets right back up. Rice takes away the puck and they shoot it all the way to the Concord zone. Teams look very evenly matched in the early going. I would say that Concord has had the best of what glimpse we have had of scoring chances. They have been minimal. And Concord able to shoot that puck in and go in after it. Two state champions going at it here for the first time. The state champion of Vermont, Rice, state champion of Concord. New Hampshire Concord, what I call the mecca of high school hockey north of Manchester, right here at the Everett Arena. If you're going to win the championship, you probably have to go through Concord to do it these days. They are that good under 10-time champion coach Dunk Walsh. The 60 or soon to be 63-year-old has amassed a massive 600-plus victories in high school hockey in his coaching career, a feat that will probably never be matched in New Hampshire high school hockey ever. Dunk Walsh, a legend of coaching here for Concord. As we have a break in the action, his assistants are Pat LaCase and Colin Nelson, assisting head coach Dunk Walsh. The head coach for the Rice Green Knights, Justin Martin, assisted by Alex Morris, Brady Lysenring, and Shea Spanier. Face-off win for Concord. They shoot it behind the Knights' net, and Green Knights able to skate it out and to the neutral zone and into the Concord end. 0-0. We have played 5.5 minutes of this opening period. Teams feeling each other out. No glaring scoring chances. Maybe this will be. Getting deep toward the goal line. They still not able to get a shot away on Carter Heiss as the defense converged on them. There's a save. Seeing it through a screen with the stick save and dead and no rebound. Good play by Carter Heiss again in net. The championship goaltender for the Crimson, who's in net for that marathon state championship win in quadruple overtime over Bishop Girton last May. Was it May? I think it was. No, excuse me, March. I got my M's mixed up. I was at the game. I did the game for Nashua TV. The epic 2-1 win for Concord in the 2025 state championship game last March. Of course, Concord hopes to get back there as soon as they can. They would like to keep that unbeaten record unblemished all the way through. Going for the perfect season are the Concord Crimson as they shoot it in behind the netminder Connor Williams and chase in after it. Trying to go around the boards and out of the zone. Baylor Lamos has had a lot of quality touches tonight. Waiting for that puck to get to him and stay on side was Vincent Lanzetta, who's the top scorer, by the way, one of the 2 or 3 top scorers on this team. He was not on the starting 5, but he is an up-and-comer with the class of 2027, means he's a junior. So we'll watch number 13, Vincent Lanzetta, according to Coach Justin Martin. Also Peyton Albertson, a threat, number 14, and Baylor Lamos. As we mentioned, a prolific goal scorer for this Rice team who come into this game 8-2. Around the boards it goes. Rice with some decent offensive zone time. Of course, they were aided by the interference penalty that they were allowed to kill, that Concord was able to kill off. And now the Knights keep the puck in the zone. It's a stick save by Carter Heiss. A couple of stick saves, keeps the puck in the corner. Centering pass, and it's cleared away by the Crimson as they skated out of their own zone across the blue line and flip it in on the goaltender. He's going to hold on to it, even though there's only one Concord player in the offensive zone. Stay up to date with all of the Highlight Guys' upcoming live streams. Subscribe to THG Sports Network and our YouTube channel today and never miss out on the games you want to see. Just go to thehighlightguy.com, choose the live stream, and click the buy button. for YouTube, search out the highlight guy and hit subscribe. So face-off win for Rice, but not able to get it out of the zone. Nice steal in between the face-off dots. Whistle, this could be our first penalty of the game. It is going to be interference called against Rice. So Concord is going to go 2 minutes. Number 2, 24 on the penalty for interference. So tit for tat, we have an interference call for Concord and now one for the Rice Memorial High School team, as Sebastian Giroux, one of their starters on defense, will go to the box for 2 minutes. And it's a power play for the Crimson as they seek the game's first goal. Back to the point it goes, trying to set up a quality shot. The Crimson, that's a wrister, that stick save to the right by Connor Williams. Concord keeps it in though, and the puck goes behind the net. Chad LaRiviere and Nolan Walsh, such a dynamic duo up front for Concord. Also, of course, with Tyler Moore and their other winger, they really light up the score sheet. That's a wrister that Williams saw all the way, a chest save and no rebound on the wrist shot ripper from the point by Braden Beauregard. Announcement of the freshman Sebastian Giroux to the box for interference. Well, number 24 freshman, he's a big boy. Great size for a high school defenseman at a freshman level. Justin Thomas, coach, has got to be thrilled to have him for several more years. Breaking over the blue line, nice cut toward the middle of Chad LaRiviere, showing off the skills that has made him the top goal scorer, point scorer in the state of New Hampshire this season. I mean, he is like the Mario Lemieux of the NHIAA hockey right now. He's setting up on the boards right there. You saw the pass from the point, the shot from the side, and nearly a finish by Tyler Moore on the left wing as it's fetched out of the corner by Concord. They try to work it out front, and it is going to be out of play. Number 3 is Reese Craig for the Concord Crimson. He was out the last time I did a game here between Concord and Londonderry, a game that Concord won 4-2. Rister misses the far post and goes all the way out of the zone. So only 30 seconds, half minute left on the power play for Concord in a 0-0 game as we play cat and mouse behind the Concord net, and bursting out with the puck came Braden Beauregard. He's over the blue line. Cross-ice pass. Nolan Walsh has it on his stick. Centering pass cleared away by Rice, and that defuses the threat with now 10 seconds left on the power play for Concord. So both teams had a player go to the box for interference for 2 minutes, and it looks like both teams have killed off the ensuing power plays. So we're even in that category. Over the line now, 5-on-5. The wrister through a screen by Jack Graffair is saved. Stick to the corner by goaltender Williams, and out with it are Rice. End-to-end action, banging into the backboards. A couple of players, that was Tyler Moore and I believe it was number 5, Colton Ribera for the Rice team. That's a snapshot from the point that doesn't find its way through, and then behind the net it goes. And out. Actually, it was the defenseman Finn Graffair that was involved in that big hit. Goes behind the net now, and centering pass as Peyton Albertson tried to connect with Joe Alexander. It was a well-fought play, but it was foiled again by the hustle, the back check of the Concord players, marking every one of the Rice players in the offensive zone and giving them no breathing room. Puck into the near corner, fought for it, goes out in the slot. Concord had a chance there to get a wrister. Shot, goal from the point. What a shot from the point. A surprise shot came through a partial screen. Finn Graffair, number 12, gets his team on the board first in this battle of state champions. 1-0 Concord on a wrister from the point by Finn Graffair. We'll wait for the official announcement on any assists and whether it was tipped perhaps on the way into the upper right corner of the net. Great velocity on what seemed to be a casual snapshot by Graffair that caught Connor Williams, the Rice netminder, by surprise, obviously, for the 1-0 score. That came with about 4:10 to go in the first period. So just about 11 minutes into the first period, Concord is on the board and looking for more as they go to the red line. A stiff hit, a pair of 24s meeting there. Sebastian Giroux, who again, I'm amazed that kid is a freshman as he stood up against the charge of Tyler Mayo, a junior for Concord, at the red line. Stiff check. Rice comes out of their own zone with it. They clear it in and get a line change as Concord's defense pursues it. There is one lone attacker in the offensive zone for Rice. That was Baylor Lamos, but they skate the puck out ahead of him. Michael Barry, number 6, such a giant on defense, a great player for Concord. I always check the updated roster. They do a great job of updating the rosters here at the Everett Arena. They do give the goal to Finn Graffair on the wrister. Michael Barry got an assist on that, and Sean Mulcairn as well on the goal scored from the point on a wicked wrister by Finn Graffair from just inside the blue line. So it's Graffair, Finn, his brother Jack is on the team as well, from Mulcairn. And also Michael Barry got an assist on that. So well done by the, I was going to say Concord power play. That was a 5-on-5 goal that came immediately after they had killed off, or Rice had killed off the 2-minute disadvantage. In the corner, puck fought for by a pair of players from each team. Coming away with it, Rice centering pass, mid-slot shot, save, pad save by Carter Heiss. Oh, he was sharp on that one in a screen. I don't even know how he saw that puck, but he was right there, eyes lasered to the puck through a tangle of legs, made the solid pad save, and now to the other end, a heavy hit into the post, and he was assisted to the back boards by goaltender Connor Williams, shoving the Concord forward right there. Seems to be okay. That was Griffin Blaine that went crashing into the post, kind of lost his balance, and he had no sympathy from the Rice netminder. 1-0 is the score with 2:15 to go on a very exciting and fast-moving first period. Of course, hockey is a fast game, but this one has a little bit extra to it. You can tell these two teams, they have the bearing of state champions. There's a wrister through traffic, goes to the backboards, and it is collected there by Concord's Chad LaRiviere. Had his back to his teammates, though, and the puck was taken away from him by the Rice defenders as they shoot it down in on Carter Heiss. Carter Heiss been very sharp once again here to keep a blank sheet on Rice in this first period to this point. Foot race to the puck, no icing as it just barely trickled back there. Good wave off, and Rice able to skate it out of their own zone. Here's Carter Bean. Bean shoots it to the backboards, chased by Tyler Ritchie, who's knocked down back there. Great defending by Finn Graffair, our goal scorer. Chad LaRiviere, a dipsy-do. He tried to go 5-hole, saved by Connor Williamson. What great skills shown off there by Chad LaRiviere as he went in deep on the Rice net. Puck still in the offensive zone. Concord keeping the pressure on with 1:20 left to go as the puck goes around the boards and is collected by Rice. And they would have iced it, but Concord was doing a defensive line change. And there to collect it was Reese Monsi's shot, goes off the pipe. You heard it. Concord nearly had their second goal of the game as they knocked the puck down to the red line. 1 minute left to go in the period. Shoving the Rice forward to the ice was Braden Bordergaard, and it is behind the net, goes all the way around as the Rice team shoot it up ice, and it is knocked down. Over the blue line it goes. The wrister attempt by Rice is foiled by the back check of the Concord defenders. They clear it, and it's a foot race to the loose puck. Nolan Walsh from an angle. Good save by Williamson. There was nothing to shoot at there. Centering pass as he tried to find Tyler Mayo. Concord with the pressure here with 25 seconds left to go in the period. Rice just wants to clear it, and they do. And it's going to go no icing as it went almost through the legs of Jack Graffair down behind the Concord net. 15 seconds left to go as Rice got near the puck, and they shoot it near side over the blue line. And around the net it goes. Carter Heiss out of his cage to throw it up the boards with 1 second. That'll do it in the first period. A great first period for Concord, especially as they blank the defending state champions from Vermont and score a goal of their own on a wicked wrister from the point by Finn Graffair to get on the scoreboard first. Here at the Highlight Guy Network, we'd like to thank our newest sponsor and welcome them to our team. It's Luke's Bar and Grill, founded in 2019. Luke's Bar and Grill has grown quickly thanks to loyal guests and an incredible staff. I am a frequent customer of Luke's, and I can attest that their mission is to provide a welcoming space with great food, refreshing drinks, an atmosphere that always feels like home at an affordable price. Whether you go for dinner, drinks, or just to unwind, Luke's constantly is evolving to make every visit better. Find Luke's Restaurant with an L-U-K-S at 142 Lowell Road in Hudson. You can also order online or look them up at lukesbarandgrill.com. That's L-U-K-S barandgrill.com. John Collins along with Joe LeBlanc ringside here at the Everett Arena in Concord. We are between the first and second periods. We'll take a break and we'll come back with more exciting state champion Vermont, New Hampshire high school hockey action after this break.
Sports give kids so much more than wins and losses. They build confidence, teamwork, leadership, resilience, lessons that prepare them for success in school, in careers, and in life. None of that matters if kids aren't safe. A concussion, an injury, or unsafe conditions can end a child's sports journey too soon. Safe Sports Network is there, on the sidelines, in schools, and in our community, preventing injuries, responding to emergencies, and guiding kids safely back to the games they love. With every donation, you're not just funding a program, you're protecting kids' futures. You're investing in safer fields, gyms, and rinks. Please join us. Support Safe Sports Network, because every child deserves to play safe.
Meet Bouvier Prepare, your game changer in college athletics recruitment. We cut through the chaos, focusing on superb communication and top-notch organization. One-on-one attention, tailored strategies, and a winning game plan for emails, calls, camps, visits, and offer closings. Be prepared. Your limitless future starts now with Bouvier Prepare.
Hi, this is Deb Cody with the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal and Lakes and Mountains Realty. I have a passion for helping people, and I love to help people with their real estate goals, whether it's buying, selling, or investing. I'm licensed in New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and Maine, and work with an incredible team, the Dow Group, which has been the #1 real estate team in New Hampshire for the past several years. Collectively, the team has sold over $1 billion worth of real estate in the past 20 years. If you're curious to know what the local market is like in your area, feel free to reach out via my website, deb.thedowgroup.com, and let's get connected.
Hi, this is Terry Queenan from Earth Tech Systems Geothermal. We're in Nashua, New Hampshire today. We just finished putting geothermal in this historical home built in 1937. Let's go in and check it out. We're now inside the house. These are the two well lines coming in. There's one 500-foot borehole. This is the piping. This is the flow center that moves the water to the geothermal unit, which is over here. This is a very simple, high-efficiency system made by water furnace. This is the return duct, and we have the unit in place here. This is the water furnace 7 series that's in this home. This is the return air filter. Those are the pipes coming from the non-pressurized flow center. The blower is on the top, the compressor's on the bottom. Very quiet machine. This is a storage tank that makes very warm water. The water goes from this point into an on-demand tankless when there's a call for showers, cooking, etc. So not only is the customer going to save an immense amount of money, they're going from about a $1,300 a year oil bill to be on target right now for about a $300 geothermal bill, and the well is directly under me. If you'd like to learn more, check us out on our website, earthtechsystems.com.
Are you looking to play sports in college? Almost every college recruiting website recommends having a highlight video as one of the top 3 crucial recruiting tools. In fact, 93% of college coaches we surveyed said they watch a recruit's highlight video as part of their player assessments. Our sole purpose is to make you look good. Our highlight videos include an athlete bio and accolade page, stop motion, and player highlight. The video is not done until you are completely satisfied and say it's done. We also upload to YouTube or whatever recruiting platform you use. The highlight guy can also film your high school or club games to capture you in action, resulting in amazing footage that you can use to help create your highlight video. We have the expertise to help you get recruited. Check out our website at thehighlightguy.com or contact Steve at thehighlightguy.com to get started on your path to playing sports in college.
Welcome back to the Highlight Guy Network coverage of two state champions going at it in high school hockey. It is the Rice Memorial Green Knights of South Burlington, Vermont, the two-time defending state champions. They won a couple years ago after a 24-year drought, and they put up 2 championships in a row under head coach Justin Martin, who has got a son on the team as well. That's number 16, Tucker Martin. So Justin Martin was telling me that his best player, he considered his best player going into the season, Grady Petrash, a senior defenseman, could not play. He's been trying to play through a ACL, and he has been struggling with that. So it's tough to hear that he was not able to play today. Apparently he's been playing through an ACL issue. Or is it Mason Bilodeau? I misspoke. It's Mason Bilodeau, number 22, who is missed tonight by the Green Knights of Rice Memorial. He is out with the pain that I guess comes off and on, but I've never heard of an athlete being able to play, being tough enough to play through an ACL issue. Like apparently his senior defenseman Mason Bilodeau has been doing. So we're back underway here at the Everett Arena. 1-0 is the score as the Concord Crimson, the defending champion in New Hampshire high school boys hockey, has scored first. Finn Griffair got the goal and stymieing the top line for Concord at the near post. Nice save and no rebound coming as that was Reese Craig who broke in on the near post and tried to go top shelf, and it was a save made by Connor Williams, the netminder for Rice, who's been tested a lot in the first 16 minutes that we've had of hockey here as we play 50-minute periods. Rister, save, loose puck. It was on the stick for a moment of Reese Craig. He might have been able to put that right-handed shot home, but just not able to settle it. There's a Rister from the slot. Brilliant glove save by Connor Williams as he absolutely robs Concord's Tyler Morin. Dead center. He tried to go top left as Connor Williams looks at the puck, but it was top right as the shooter Tyler Morin was going for it, and a terrific glove save by Connor Williams to keep this a 1-0 game. Well done by the Knights netminder. Class of 2028. You can see why Coach Martin has a lot of faith in him. 8-2 coming into the season. They're at the top of the standings in Vermont are the Green Knights. Fresh ice here at the Douglas C. Everett Arena, the high school hockey mecca north of Manchester, where so many great players have played, and they dedicated the arena. Douglas Everett was a 1932 U.S. Olympian who played at Lake Placid and lit up the score sheet for Team USA against Canada and Poland and Sweden were the 4 teams in that tournament. Canada won the tournament. It was a round-robin format, too, by the way. The last game ended. There's a turnaround shot through a screen, trying to go 5-hole, and another great save by Connor Williams. And we do have a no icing on that because it went the length of the ice right onto net. Great action as Concord keeping the pressure on, looking for the game's second goal in this battle of 2 state champions, one for New Hampshire, one for Vermont, who have never played before. Coach Thomas Coach Martin of the Green Knights told me that before the game started. Rister save made by Concord's Carter Heiss, and immediately a whistle which would seem to indicate a penalty is forthcoming against Concord, and it might be the big guy, Michael Barry, going to the penalty box as he skates over there. He doesn't even need to open at 6'7", he steps over the board easily with room to spare. Steps over the hockey boards, and he is going to be seated there. Let's see if it's, oh no. It was a loose net. It was a loose net. Okay, that's why the whistle in the course of play. As soon as Concord touched it, I heard the whistle, and it was not because of a penalty. It was because the net came off its moorings. So apologies 5-on-5 play continues. There have been 2 penalties called in this game, one on each team for interference, both penalties were killed off with no goals scored. The Finn Graffair wrister from the point, about 11 minutes into the first period, that came with a 5-on-5 situation. A chip and a chase for the Green Knights as they get a line change, and Concord comes out of their own zone up the far boards, but not out, and now it's cleared to center ice. Collected there by the Knights. Shooting it in is Ryder Donati, number 6, into the far boards. Tried to connect with Griffin Seitz, his forward, but Concord was there first, and it's a quick clear, as this defending state champion is so good at doing, getting the puck quickly out of their own zone. Rice putting the pressure on as a horde of skaters move their way toward Carter Heights, but there's no shot on goal that comes out of it. Loose puck in the offensive zone. The Green Knights just having all kinds of problems getting any kinds of shots on goal. They are credited with 6 shots on goal through the first, we played 18 minutes of hockey and only 6 shots on goal, and I think that's actually being a little bit generous. Earth Tech Systems is a premier provider of heat pump technology with a strong specialization in geothermal HVAC systems. Boy, do we need heat this winter. By championing energy efficiency and sustainability, Earth Tech Systems' innovative solutions not only prioritizes environmental benefits, but also helps customers save significantly on energy costs. If you're considering a new heat pump system or need repairs, contact the unmatched expertise at earthtechsystems.com. Spelled just like it sounds, earthtechsystems.com. Loose puck inside the Concord zone, and again, the Green Knights looking for a shot on goal. Coming out of the corner, the backhander saved by Carter Heiss. That'll go as a shot on goal, I believe, as he held the short side against the Green Knights attacker. Chandler Riviere pitchforks this one out toward the neutral zone. Poking at it was Tyler Morin, but Green Knights able to shoot it into the offensive zone. Vermont team getting a little bit more offensive zone time early second period, but they still trail 1-0. Carter Heiss pitching another shutout. I believe he's got a few this season. As a team, let's see, we'll check the schedule in a second as Concord works the puck over the blue line and tries to turn around and get a shot facing Connor Williams, the netminder for the Green Knights. He's got a couple of defenders waiting for the puck to come out of that scrum in the corner, and they are able to clear it smartly up the ice to the near boards. Very few whistles in this game. It's been a crisply well-played hockey game by both teams. And to the blue line it goes, now centered toward the goal, across the mouth of the net, losing a tire into the corner and crashing into the corner for the Green Knights was Griffin Seitz, senior forward. Had his sights set on a shot on goal that he didn't get, and that's been a tough go of it here for the offense. That's a penalty. That's a tripping call. It was totally accidental, but it was clearly one that had to be called against the freshman Griffin Blaine, who sent the Concord forward sprawling as he carried the puck at his own blue line. So it's going to be a 2-minute man advantage. It's going to be a 2-minute man advantage for the Green Knights here as they seek a game-tying goal. Looking at the schedule already played so far this season, Concord is 10-0 coming into this thing, and they have had 4 shutouts, including their most recent game. They shut out Pinkerton 3-0 here at the Everett Arena on the 24th of January. We're playing this one on the 30th, so that was 6 days ago that or was it, this is the 31st, excuse me, that was a week ago. It was last Saturday that Concord boys beat Pinkerton 3-0, and they've also had shutouts. 2 minutes for tripling against Griffin Blaine is announced as we are 22 seconds into the penalty kill for Concord. Face-off won by the Green Knights. They throw it up the boards on the near side, and centering pass attempted. Thwarted. Now it's on the far boards as the Green Knights set up their attack. Rister, kind of a surprise Rister, missed both the teammate to pass to and the far post, so it was kind of ineffective. Here comes Nolan Walsh, shot. He was in alone looking for that shorthanded goal opportunity as he goes 1-on-3 with about 3 Green Knights who come away with it up the ice. This is number 2 for the Green Knights as they go back and forth. Griffin Seitz and Walter Morris, and it's a save made by Carter Heiss. A very serious threat to score there for the Green Knights, but again thwarted by the Concord defense hustling back, and also by their talented netminder Carter Heiss, still pitching a shutout here as there's 58 seconds left to go in the power play for the Green Knights of Rice Memorial High School. They win the faceoff, goes back to the point. Walter Morris is at the center of the point as he slides it across. Ryder Donati, senior defenseman, manning the top center. Puck's in the corner, comes back to the point. Donati has it. Rister was going to miss the far post, I think, but the kick save was a nice one by Carter Heiss to direct it to the sideboards. Green Knights circling, looking for an opportunity is Baylor Lamos. Lamos into the corner, has the puck stripped and cleared. Great defensive work back there by, I believe that's Braden Beauregard, number 12. That's Finn Graffair, rather. That's the goal scorer, Finn Graffair, on the penalty kill, defusing the Green Knights' threat with only 15 seconds left to go. Great hit at the blue line to take the puck away by Chad LaRiviere, and that's going to kill off basically the rest of the power play. No, they got a chance to get a shot away. One more. Rister goes wide of the far post. Good opportunity there for Baylor Lamos, but not able to get it on frame. Centering pass, and a good job of back checking by Concord that would have been icing if he didn't play it. I think it was going to miss the post. And so it's a break for the Crimson as they go and forecheck this puck in the offensive zone. Centering pass, and it's collected by Michael Barry. Out of the box, had a nice 2-minute rest earlier. Actually, no, that wasn't him. That was, loose net again. So sometimes that's a problem at a rink. A net will become a chronically easily displaced net. Bouvier Prepare provides comprehensive college recruiting consulting services for student athletes and their families. If you're looking for guidance in the process of lacrosse, field hockey, soccer, or volleyball, Bouvier Prepare can provide a personalized plan for success. Contact them at bouvierprepare.com. That's Bouvier, B-U-V-I-E-R. If you like what you're seeing and hearing with our live stream and you think you'd like to advertise with the Highlight Guy or just want more information, contact Steve at thehighlightguy.com. Connor Williams didn't realize that chest save had allowed the puck to bounce off of him and go into the slot. Rister through traffic, opportunity to score there for Griffin Blaine. He had a shot at a little sliver of opening on the near side post, but he was able to Connor Williams was able to save that, hit his chest instead of hitting that opening, and the Green Knights able to chip it in and chase after it as they also get a line change. And over the red line, but not into the offensive zone. The Green Knights come back with it. This is Wesley Casavant, junior defenseman, who threw it in there. A sophomore, actually, class of 2028. Casavant, 2027. He is a junior. Rister from the point, right pad save, and a tremendous save by Carter Heiss as he had a huge screen in front of him. He sticked somebody for the Green Knights, a little bit of aggravation, annoyance in front of him before that puck came flying and nearly went into the far corner. Takeaway down deep, puck sent into the low slot. Rister, backhander save for the left pad by Connor Williams. I don't think he even knew that puck was coming, but he was able to keep his pad low on the left side and save that. Otherwise, it would have been in the back of the net. Pressure there on a fumble of the puck in the defensive zone by Concord. They're lucky that it's still a 1-0 contest. That goal coming 11 minutes into the first period by Finn Graffair on a wrister that kind of surprised the Rice netminder just inside the blue line. That's a helmet that comes loose at the red line. We're probably going to do the face-off in the middle of the ice. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Deb Cody from the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal is a luxury realtor. Deb is licensed in Maine, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts and can assist you with your real estate goals. The Dow Group is the #1 real estate team in New Hampshire. Contact Deb at 603-945-2763 or email her, deb@thedowgroup.com. That's deb@thedowgroup.com to get in touch with Deb Cody. Over the blue line into the offensive zone go the Green Knights, a one-timer that goes wide of the left post. That's been a bit of a problem for the Green Knights, not getting the puck on frame when they've got the scant few scoring or shooting opportunities that they have had. Trying to come up with an extra special shot to beat Carter Heiss and missing the frame entirely. As Rice comes out of the corner with it, they slide it toward the net. I don't think that was a shot on goal as Michael Barry got in the way of that slider. Goes back into the corner with a scrum of players on both teams, and coming out of it with some pace is Sean McCarron. McCarron, who's got an assist on the Finn Graffair goal. Got very deep there, but not able to get the puck past Connor Williams. Rister, right pad save by Williams on the chance by Tyler Morin, who had a good look. Over the blue line come the Green Knights. Just 4:05 to go in the second period. A very fast-moving game, very entertaining. Tremendous talent out on the ice from these two state champions who are well matched. At the blue line, trying to turn it into a break-in, Nolan Walsh lost track of the puck. The trailer, Tyler Morin, was trying to get it to him. Walsh into the corner, throws it back to Morin, a change of direction, loses it, and the Green Knights lose it in turn. Near boards, Chandler Riviere, centering pass, snapshot, goal! Nolan Walsh from Chandler Riviere, brilliantly done. It's 2-0, Concord. Wow, that is the kind of goal that just raises the hairs on the back of your neck, how beautifully done that was. Chandler Riviere, such a dynamic player, the centerman for this top line of Concord, the top scorer, point scorer in the state, and you can see why. He just knew where Nolan Walsh was going to be over there, and just a wicked wrister that beats Connor Williams to the top left side of the net as Nolan was looking at it. And just a kind of goal that you kind of feel bad for the goaltender, the way that was set up. It was almost like better chance than not that Nolan was going to put that in the back of the net, which is exactly what he did. 2-0, Concord leads this battle of the state champions. Around the boards and nearly sneaking it in that far post. A bit of a mishandle there by Concord deep in their own zone, as the Green Knights have got to be desperate now to get some kind of offense going before this period ends. They don't want to enter the third period down 2 goals to this great undefeated Concord team. That is going to be an icing call, I do believe. Let's see if anybody else assisted on it. Nolan Walsh. Tyler Morin also got an assist. Of course, the top line all involved, as they so often are, in helping each other out to light up the goal scoring sheet. What did he say? I don't know. The public address announcer might have just announced that it was a special milestone goal for Nolan Walsh. I'm not sure, but it was a shot rings off the crossbar by Vermont Green Knight Tyler Ritchie. That is the closest that the Green Knights have come to scoring, as that had beaten Carter Heiss, something that's very tough to do, and that hit dead central on the crossbar. I think it was just probably an inch, maybe a fraction of an inch above center, but it went ricocheting to the right of the goal, or the left as we look at it. The right as Carter Heiss looks at it. It was a great try, but no goal for Tyler Ritchie. And over the blue line go the Concord Crimson in the person of Griffin Blaine. Taken away, though, by the shooter there. Tyler Ritchie took it away, threw it across to the other corner, and puck is fought for. It's just such a difficult slog for the Green Knights to get the puck out of their own zone sometimes. Rister finds its way through to Connor Williams, has to make a right pad save, directs it to the corner, and a foot race now. What speed that Joe Alexander has. Alexander draws a penalty. Joe Alexander's a fast skater, number 7 for the Rice Memorial Green Knights, and he caused that penalty with his legs as he gave the Concord team a little bit of trepidation there, and fact, Reese Monsey, the freshman defenseman, kind of panicked a little bit, and he might have held, or I don't know if he hooked, but he's going to the box for 2 minutes, and there's only 1:51 to go here in the second period. So, barring a goal by the Green Knights, they'll be on the power play, or barring a penalty by them, they'll be on the power play for the remainder of this second period. Hungry for a meal that really hits the spot? Luke's Bar and Grill serves up juicy burgers, crispy wings, and a menu full of favorites made fresh every day. Pair your meal with an ice-cold beer or a handcrafted cocktail and enjoy it all in a warm, welcoming space. Luke's is the perfect spot to relax and connect. Stop by at 142 Lowell Road in Hudson, New Hampshire, or see the menu at lukesbarandgrill.com. That's Luke spelled with an L-U-K-S, lukesbarandgrill.com. Great place, great food, affordable prices. So it is, was it interference, or did you get I believe it was hooking that he goes to the penalty box board, but it was, in fact, the freshman defenseman Reese Monsey who's in the box now for possibly the remainder of the second period. Of course, Concord hopes he stays there because that means they haven't given up a goal in the meantime. And it's a 2-0 lead for Concord, so an important opportunity here for the Green Knights to try to cut that deficit in half while they can before this second period comes to an end. Puck fought for far boards. The Green Knights keep it in. With it is Carter Bean. Bean throws it to the other point. Rister misses badly to the left by Walter Morris. Goes all the way around to his point partner, Griffin Bean. He throws it around the boards with the help of forward Carlton Ribera. Puck is cleared by the Crimson, and it's all the way down behind the Rice end, and it is 1:05 to go in the period. 1:10 to go in the giveaway right in front. Shot goal! Nolan Walsh with a shorthanded gift from the Rice Memorial Green Knights. Probably the low point of their season right there for this 8-2 team to be down 2-0 to their fellow state champion and give away an easy, basically for Nolan Walsh. That was thank you very much. Forehand, backhand goal into the back of the net, and you can see a very dejected for the moment Connor Williams, the sophomore goaltender for Rice Memorial, just caught almost unawares there that his team was going to do the giveaway to Nolan Walsh on the forecheck on the penalty kill, and instead of the Rice team halving the deficit, they have given up another, and they're down 3-0 now with 35 seconds to go in the second period. Concord able to clear it, goes right down on net where Rice collects. We'll see if there was anybody that assisted on that. I think it was an unassisted shorthanded goal for Nolan Walsh, unless he got some help from his forecheck partner. Chad LaRiviere nearly stole that one in the offensive zone during the penalty kill. 20 seconds left to go on the power play for Rice, and the shot in front, and Carter Heiss able to cover it up. Frustration there for the Green Knights. They had a great looking rush with under 10 seconds left to go in the second period. The net came off its moorings. Oh, that might not even have been a full cover up by Carter Heiss. The net came off, and so they had to stop the play when the puck might have still been on the loose. That's a bad break for Rice. 7.9 seconds left to go in the period. They face off to the right of Carter Heiss, and it is won by Rice, but time's winding down. 2 seconds, puck still in the corner. That is the period. So Rice will still have 9 seconds worth of man advantage remaining when the third period starts, but they find themselves in a big hole thanks to the shorthanded goal by Nolan Walsh, his second goal of the game for the super talented right winger for the undefeated 10-0 Concord Crimson's top line. So we'll go to the halftime. The break between the second and third periods here at the Douglas C. Everett Arena. See some of the Concord captains talking to the refs about something that they were unhappy about. The net coming off its moorings. That's what they were talking about, I'm sure. About you always suspect the perennial defending champions of doing something tricky, right, Patriots fans? I think that's what we're seeing right here. It's like, really? They couldn't fix that net before we drove 3.5 hours here from Vermont? And also want to give credit to the public address announcer. Let's see if Ken Kill texted me back, Joe. I want to see, I said I wanted to give credit to the public address announcer for that great line. No, he didn't get back to me. The public address announcer was trying to drum up business for the 50-50 raffle here at the Everett Arena, and his direct quote was, "Hey, Rice fans, dig deep. I saw the bus you came in on." I was like Joe paraphrased it. He said, "Hey, rich people, I know you can afford more for the 50-50 raffle." They don't call them the Green Knights for nothing, I guess. That's just all in fun, Green Ice fans. I'm sure you guys struggle with the pocketbook just as much as we do here in New Hampshire. So we say good luck and good fortune to all of our viewers here on the Highlight Guy Network. I'm John Collins, along with producer and cameraman Joe LeBlanc, doing the game for our best boss, Steve Cody, the highlight guy himself. And we look forward to doing the third period. Can Rice come back? Can they even score on New Hampshire's state champion Concord Crimson and their netminder Carter Heiss? We'll find out as the third period comes up here on the Highlight Guy Network.
Sports give kids so much more than wins and losses. They build confidence, teamwork, leadership, resilience, lessons that prepare them for success in school, in careers, and in life. None of that matters if kids aren't safe. A concussion, an injury, or unsafe conditions can end a child's sports journey too soon. Safe Sports Network is there, on the sidelines, in schools, and in our community, preventing injuries, responding to emergencies, and guiding kids safely back to the games they love. With every donation, you're not just funding a program, you're protecting kids' futures. You're investing in safer fields, gyms, and rinks. Please join us. Support Safe Sports Network, because every child deserves to play safe.
Meet Bouvier Prepare, your game changer in college athletics recruitment. We cut through the chaos, focusing on superb communication and top-notch organization. One-on-one attention, tailored strategies, and a winning game plan for emails, calls, camps, visits, and offer closings. Be prepared. Your limitless future starts now with Bouvier Prepare.
Hi, this is Deb Cody with the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal and Lakes and Mountains Realty. I have a passion for helping people, and I love to help people with their real estate goals, whether it's buying, selling, or investing. I'm licensed in New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and Maine, and work with an incredible team, the Dow Group, which has been the #1 real estate team in New Hampshire for the past several years. Collectively, the team has sold over $1 billion worth of real estate in the past 20 years. If you're curious to know what the local market is like in your area, feel free to reach out via my website, deb.thedowgroup.com and let's get connected.
Hi, this is Terry Queenan from Earth Tech Systems Geothermal. We're in Nashua, New Hampshire today. We just finished putting geothermal in this historical home built in 1937. Let's go in and check it out. We're now inside the house. These are the two well lines coming in. There's one 500-foot borehole. This is the piping. This is the flow center that moves the water to the geothermal unit, which is over here. This is a very simple, high-efficiency system made by water furnace. This is the return duct, and we have the unit in place here. This is the water furnace 7 series that's in this home. This is the return air filter. Those are the pipes coming from the non-pressurized flow center. The blower is on the top, the compressor's on the bottom. Very quiet machine. This is a storage tank that makes very warm water. The water goes from this point into an on-demand tankless when there's a call for showers, cooking, etc. So not only is the customer going to save an immense amount of money, they're going from about a $1,300 a year oil bill to be on target right now for about a $300 geothermal bill, and the well is directly under me. If you'd like to learn more, check us out on our website, earthtechsystems.com.
Are you looking to play sports in college? Almost every college recruiting website recommends having a highlight video as one of the top 3 crucial recruiting tools. In fact, 93% of college coaches we surveyed said they watch a recruit's highlight video as part of their player assessments. Our sole purpose is to make you look good. Our highlight videos include an athlete bio and accolade page, stop motion, and player highlight. The video is not done until you are completely satisfied and say it's done. We also upload to YouTube or whatever recruiting platform you use. The highlight guy can also film your high school or club games to capture you in action, resulting in amazing footage that you can use to help create your highlight video. We have the expertise to help you get recruited. Check out our website at thehighlightguy.com or contact Steve at thehighlightguy.com to get started on your path to playing sports in college.
Welcome back to the Everett Arena in Concord, New Hampshire, where we are between the second and third periods of this battle of the state champions. Two teams that have never faced each other on the ice before. Vermont's two-time defending state champion, the Green Knights of Rice Memorial High School of South Burlington, Vermont, against the many-time state champion and defending champion Concord Crimson, led by 10-time championship coach Dunk Walsh. The 62, soon-to-be 63-year-old Dunk Walsh amassing over 600 victories in his high school hockey coaching career, something that may never be matched in the state of New Hampshire. Or not, I won't live long enough to see it. Congratulations to Dunk Walsh and his fellow coaches, the assistant coaches, Pat LaCase and Colin Nelson, who are learning from the legend. As we are underway here in the third period, a giveaway while they were on the power play has caused the Vermont team to be down 3-0. They were down 2-0 when they got a 2-minute man advantage on a hooking call with about 2 minutes left to go in the second period, and they had a giveaway deep in their own end. It was forehand, backhand. Nolan Walsh put it in the back of the net as they nearly score in the opening minute of the third period here. Chad LaRiviere's shot in the low slot deflected up into the netting. Moment of frustration at the end of the second period, besides giving up the shorthanded goal to go down 3-0 for the Green Knights. They were in the middle of a flurry of offense in the crease. The puck was loose in the crease. Carter Heiss had made an initial save, and all of a sudden the whistle blew with the puck still loose, and it was because the net had come off its moorings in the Concord defensive end for about the third time in the period. And I guess the Green Knights were saying, is there anything we could have done about that? Well, they have that net now, the one that we're looking at to our left. That's a shot and a goal! A loose puck, and Nolan Walsh has a hat trick. The coach's grandson, Nolan Walsh, just lighting up the score sheet. You cannot let him alone with the puck, although that time it was kind of a lucky bounce that came his way, and he had a gaping net, and he just ripped it into the back of the twine, and he has 3 goals. He's got one that was shorthanded, one on an assist from his line mates, Tyler Morin and Chad LaRiviere, and also this one, I think we'll have to wait to see who assisted on it. It could have been Chad again as he continues to pile up the points. The centerman on a terrific line. Tyler Morin, Nolan Walsh, and Chad LaRiviere. What a great line this is. That's why they have their team undefeated at the top of the standings, along with their netminder Carter Heiss, defending champion netminder, and they are bound for the tournament. Obviously, they're going to be the favorites to repeat as state champions. Hopefully that is just a blown tire, not an injury there for Griffin Blaine. He's back up on his feet. He's okay as he went down kind of awkwardly. Puck all the way down behind the Green Knights net. 4-0. The Concord Crimson lead it as they scored just a minute into this third period to add to their lead. They've scored in every period now. The first goal scored by Finn Graffair on a wicked wrister just inside the blue line. Kind of caught Connor Williams, the sophomore goalie for the Green Knights, by surprise. There's a wrister through a defense screen by Braden Beauregard. The puck goes all the way around the boards and out. The Green Knights just looking for some kind of a formula to get some shots on goal. They've been descended upon just like that every time they go over the blue line. Got no breathing space whatsoever from this Concord team, who are just on the puck and on the puck carrier before they can even think about making a play. Around behind the net it goes, pursued there by Reese Craig. No, excuse me, that was Tyler Mayo that took it around the boards. The Green Knights again struggling to come out against this forecheck by Concord. Concord possesses the puck behind the net, near boards, up to the near point. And Braden Beauregard has it. Beauregard sweeps it across to Patrick Owen. Owen shoots it into the corner. Blind backhanded pass intercepted by the Green Knights and cleared. You would almost think that Concord was on the power play in that sequence. How successfully they were able to pin the Green Knights in their own zone. Looking around for the puck, it's in his equipment. And a little bit of frustration there for Nolan Walsh scores the goal. Assisted by Tyler Morin. And they do. His line mates assist on his goal again. Walsh from Morin and LaRiviere. And so it is a 4-0 lead. That was an interesting interaction there between the ref and the goaltender for Rice, Connor Williams. They actually slid into each other a little bit, kind of chest to chest, as it was almost a frustration skate-off for Connor Williams. I think he wanted the whistle quicker. Or maybe he just didn't know where the puck was and he's frustrated with himself. I am sure in their 8-2 record so far this season, they have not been treated as rudely. There's a steal, and trying to come out of the corner with it was Garrett Corshane. Garrett Corshane nearly snuck one on a backhand past Connor Williams. This Concord team is just so deep and so tough. And they have brought out some frustration in this defending state champion team. I'm sure this is the most frustrating game that they've had in a long, long time at Rice. There's a steal and a shot and a save that might have hit the mask. It almost trickled to the right. Carter Heiss is just brilliant as he makes 3 saves in succession. That one goes wide to the left. Wow, he is sharp in goal for Concord. So tough to get the puck past. A flurry of shots on him right there, any one of which might have slipped by another goaltender, and Carter Heiss able to shut the door. Again, a flurry in front. This one not a shot on goal as the Crimson clear. A determined Green Knights team, determined not to get shut out, doing everything they can except put the puck past Heiss. And it's going to be an icing call against Rice. Carter Heiss is a tough task to get the puck by. I mean, I'm looking at some of the scores. Let's see. I know he splits time with Lucas Mayer, senior goaltender as well, but that he was really at the top of his game right there. Behind the net, Chad LaRiviere circling to Barry. Wrist shot missed to the left. And it goes out of play. Might have hit the dasher and went up into the netting. Face-off will be in the Vermont zone. Stay up to date with all of the Highlight Guys' upcoming live streams. Subscribe to the THG Sports Network or our YouTube channel today and never miss out on the games you want to see. Just go to thehighlightguy.com, choose live stream, and click on buy. We thank you in advance. We'd also like to welcome anyone who may be watching on the NFHS network. Cleared over the blue line by the Green Knights, going back on the attack. Those long strides of the 6'7" Michael Barry on display right in front of us. And collected at the blue line. That pass intercepted by the Green Knights. And over the blue line they go. With some speed, trying to come in near side, and it snuck through the legs, it looked like, it went right across the crease and on to the other side. Ryder Donati with the great goal-scoring opportunity. The defenseman with the end-to-end rush actually slid the puck through the legs, it looked like, a Carter Heiss at the tail end of that rush, but it went past the far post. As the frustration continues, they give up the shot on goal. Wow, Rice defense just did not get back there in time, and Nolan Walsh almost had goal number 4 in this game. He is so dangerous to lose track of in the offensive zone. Centering pass cleared away to the corner by Reese Craig. He goes after it. The Rice player gets dumped behind the net near the official, but that's a clean check apparently. Reese Craig over the blue line into the corner, puts the brakes on in a shower of snow into the corner. Concord still controls. Chad LaRiviere is pinned into the boards. Still comes away with the puck. It's a slot pass, and it's a shot that's blocked by Griffin Blaine. He had a chance. It was senior to freshman on LaRiviere's pass to Blaine in the slot, but not able to get a shot on goal. That is an icing call against the Green Knights with 8:14 to go in the third period. The New Hampshire state champs with the decided upper hand, 4-0 lead. The shots on goal have become a little more even. 21 for Concord to 16 for Vermont as they've turned it up a notch here in the third period and still cannot get the puck past Carter Heiss. Face off to the left of Connor Williams. won by the Green Knights as they wing it out across ice off the boards. This will be an icing call, though, even though the Green Knights' Walter Morris was down there first. Another icing call against the visitors from South Burlington. Earth Tech Systems is a premier provider of heat pump technology with a strong specialization in geothermal HVAC. They champion energy efficiency and sustainability. Their skilled team ready to handle even the most complex projects. Learn more about their cutting-edge designs and unmatched expertise at earthtechsystems.com. Concord keeping the pressure on in the offensive zone. Big crash into the boards as Parker Lamb, sophomore defenseman, was over there. Getting into it with a Rice defender. The Knights able to clear it to the red line. Intercepted by Concord. Over the blue line comes Austin Prue. Prue goes into the corner and taken away for the moment by Rice. Gotten back. Reese Craig's pass across ice as he hits Patrick Owen. Owen centers it. Save made by Connor Williams as the players get into a bit of a feisty scrum in front of the Green Knights netminder. Separated by the referees. We'll have a face-off to Connor Williams' left as new personnel come out onto the ice for the Green Knights. A couple of players, too, for Concord. Actually, they'll do a line change now. And out on the ice to take the face-off for Concord. They win it. Michael Barry's wrister. Right pad saved by Williams, directs it to the corner, collected by Baylor Lamos around the boards, not out, kept in by Concord, inside the blue line. Now the Green Knights clear it. They had a player lingering at the red line, Patrick Raleigh, hoping to get a lead pass, but they were a little bit depleted numbers-wise because of that. That's going to be a rink-length shot that goes through everybody for another icing call against the Green Knights as the time is ticking off. And the opportunities to make a game of this are going by the boards, literally, for this Green Knights team, trailing 4-0 with under 7 minutes to go in the third period. As the Vermont State champs were playing Concord really tough for the first 10 minutes of this game. It was 0-0. First goal didn't come till 11 minutes in on a wrister by Finn Graffair that got things started scoring-wise for Concord. They stay on side, they go over the line. Another shot on goal. Directed to the corner by Williams. Puck fought for in the corner. Stolen away. Barry has it. Wrist through traffic, and it's gloved and chested, and no rebound by Connor Williams. Will be a face-off to his right. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Deb Cody from the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal is a luxury realtor licensed in Maine, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts. She can assist you with your real estate goals. The Dow Group is the #1 team in real estate in New Hampshire. Contact Deb Cody at the Dow Group. Deb at thedowgroup.com is the email. Loose puck. Deb at thedowgroup.com. Keeping it in, Concord, as we near the 6-minute mark remaining. Rice on a break-in over the blue line. Drop pass to Tyler Ritchie. Ritchie's shot misses. Far boards collected by Concord's Brody Rossetti. Rossetti and runs into a Green Knight player that gets sent into and through the boards, it looked like. Sebastian Giroux is back at it, though, and he's over the line. Sebastian Giroux just took that heavy hit, took the puck over the blue line. He's only a freshman. He is a big boy for a freshman, number 24. In green, who's got the puck right now, is broken up, gets it back. Concord takes it over the blue line, though, with some numbers. Here they come charging over the line. This is Tyler Morin's shot is saved by Connor Williams, and he hangs on. I believe he got it in the left glove, or did it go up in netting? Face off to his left here at the Douglas C. Everett Arena in Concord, so named and opened up after the 1965 season by this rink was named after the 1932 U.S. Olympian who made his way to Concord after growing up in Cambridge, Massachusetts. He played for Dartmouth lit up the score sheet. He had offers from 3 NHL teams to play professional hockey, including the Boston Bruins and Toronto Maple Leafs. And he turned it all down, which just seems, just incredible by today's standards how much hockey players make, especially star players. But it was a different world back then. And he went into the insurance business, hugely successful insurance business. And I believe he had something to do with the funding, the opening of this rink in 1965. Douglas C. Everett, the 100th anniversary of that 28. He was named to the 28 team and the 1932 team, but because of funding, there was no U.S. Olympic hockey team in 1928. They had to wait to actually go out on the ice and play as a unit until 1932 at Lake Placid, New York, where Douglas Everett scored, I think, 4 goals in that tournament, 4 or 5, and the U.S. came in second, got the silver medal to Canada that got the gold. But we are coming up on the 100th anniversary of that Olympics, as the Olympics are scheduled to start during Super Bowl weekend. I believe the Thursday before the Super Bowl in Italy. Loose puck comes near the blue line, and it is kept in by Concord's Braden Beauregard manning the near point. Nolan Walsh, who's already got 3 goals, nearly had 4, has the puck behind the net as he's pinned back there by big defenseman Wesley Cassavan, but can't get the puck out. Nolan Walsh with it, slides it across, trying to connect with LaRiviere, who has assisted on 2 of Nolan's goals, gets it back to Reese Craig. The turnaround, we have a offside called against Concord as the puck slipped over the blue line just barely. 3:36 to go here in the third period. My partner Joe LeBlanc just loves the music that they're playing here at the Everett Arena. The selections are top notch. And Joe is on the air guitar here at the Everett. Got to say a wave to my partner, a longtime friend and the legendary broadcaster himself, Ken Kale, across the way in the home press booth, doing the game on Facebook Live, I believe, for them. Now over the blue line, good weave over the blue line, and in alone, breakaway shot saved by Carter Heiss, of course. Joe Alexander had the best chance of the game other than the crossbar they rang earlier. Alexander with some great moves as he went over the Concord blue line to shake away the defender and go in alone on Carter Heiss. He went forehand, backhand, and then Carter was able to get that shoulder up and make the stop to keep this a clean sheet. There's a wrister that doesn't find its way through traffic, and Concord, a nice pass ahead to the lead man, the turnaround pass. That was made by number 24, Tyler Mayo. A great pass up ahead to try to spring his line mate in alone. May have been number 2, Jack Graffair, the recipient of that pass. Jack Graffair got his stick on that, but the Green Knights come over the line. Centering pass by Walter Morris. Across the crease, it goes the far side. Joe Alexander just had that breakaway drop pass. Wrister through traffic, redirected, but missed the net. 2.5 minutes to go in the hockey game. And Concord just trying to protect the shutout at this point, as it seems like the winner of this has been decided. But the question is, will the Green Knights come all this way, a 7-hour bus ride round trip without a goal, as that puck went out of play into the Concord bench. First time ever meeting between these 2 state championship teams. The Rice Green Knights of South Burlington and the Concord Crimson. Bring the family, bring your friends. Everyone feels at home at Luke's Bar and Grill. Enjoy live music 3 nights a week, trivia and music bingo. Face-off won by the Crimson as they circle behind their own net. One of the best restaurants in southern New Hampshire. Luke's Bar and Grill, spells it with a L-U-K-S. 142 Lowell Road in Hudson. Check them out at lukesbarandgrill.com. The Green Knights fetch the puck. We're under 2 minutes left to play. A dominant performance tonight by the undefeated Concord Crimson. A 10-0 record about to come 11-0 as they steal the puck in the neutral zone. Reese Craig, drop pass, shot is a deflection into the netting, and that's going to be a face-off to the left of Connor Williams with 1:38 to go in the hockey game. two great chances at least. This is also a flurry that I want to bring attention to, but Carter Heiss has been magnificent in goal for the Concord Crimson. I mean, really making the state proud with his performance tonight as the netminder for Concord. In a 4-0 contest at this point. Heavy hit into the glass near side. 1:24 to go in the game. And into the corner it goes. Green Knights trying to work the puck out of their own zone. Taken away by Concord. Green Knights to the neutral zone. Teams trading possessions as we near the 1 minute mark remaining in the hockey game. Pass near side. Ian Mamos throws it behind the net and goes after it. Such a deep, talented Concord team. Most of these players would be on the top line on other teams in New Hampshire boys Division I hockey. And it's a big reason why they are favorites to repeat as state champions. To the far boards it goes, and around the corner, 34 seconds left to play. It is out over the blue line, shot back in by the Green Knights, and collected by Concord. Far boards, near side. Charging in after it is Evan Welcome. Welcome pursues the puck, but he's beaten to it by Patrick Owen, the defenseman for Concord. 15 seconds left to go, and the possible shutout for Carter Heiss. Battle in the far corner, and it's up the boards, not out. 5 seconds left. The wrister through traffic, and it's a slap shot, goes over the net, and that'll do it. A 4-0 shutout for the Concord Crimson, following up a 3-0 shutout of the number 2 team in New Hampshire. It doesn't get any more impressive than that. In their previous game against the second place team, Concord won 3-0, and here against the state champion of Vermont, they win 4-0. It is a tremendous performance by Concord, and especially by their netminder Carter Heiss, who is able to get the blank sheet against the best team from Vermont. Well done, bravo. We want to thank the athletic director for Concord High School for setting us up in a prime position here at the Everett Arena, Stephen Largy, for his assistance. Also want to thank the highlight guy himself, Steve Cody, and of course my partner, our MVP of the telecast, Joe LeBlanc, for getting us on the live stream and following all the action with the lens. It has been a pleasure to bring you this first ever historic Battle of State Champions. As you see the good sportsmanship handshake line right in front of us. They also shake hands with the officials, which is a nice thing. Please stay tuned to upcoming THG Sports Network games and check out our past videos as well as our on-demand games coming up on our website at thehighlightguy.com. John Collins signing off from the Everett Arena in Concord, New Hampshire. Let's say sayonara to that harshest January ever, and better luck everybody in February going forward. Good night from Concord on thehighlightguy.com.